What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler. Yeah, y'all come on, somebody. It's Wednesday. It's beautiful. Listen, it's beautiful where I'm at. I'm hoping it's beautiful where you at. I'm hoping it's sunny. I'm hoping you got some bright, clear, sunny days wherever you at and everything like that. Because this is definitely a beautiful day. Before we begin, though, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Because constructive comments are useful. If you know me, grow me, sharing this can. Yeah, come on, somebody. Y'all already know how we get down. Shout out to all y'all that's rocking with me and everything like that. Shout out to those that I rock with. You know, like, it doesn't matter. If I'm subscribed to you, you subscribe to me. If we know each other, we connecting and we talking, man, shout out to you. Yeah, before we begin, though, y'all already see the title. And this is a follow-up to the video that I just dropped, Knowledge, Wakanda, and Variance. Yeah, y'all did the video and everything like that. So this is the follow video. I told y'all this. That wasn't the last video that I was going to do. But, so, yeah, I wanted to talk on it because I felt like I didn't really dive into it. I felt like I talked about the variants, but I didn't talk about the Wakanda part. And I want to get into that. And it's with my man Gab from Machiavelli Media on my mind that I say this to you, because he and I, we have conversations that aren't just about comic books. We talk about real life stuff. Both of us are married men and everything like that. Beautiful wives. We're family men. We're family men. Matter of fact, I don't really talk to single dudes like that. But anyway, because that's not what this video is about. But here we go. Wakanda. I mentioned Gab because I said I told Gab, sometimes we're our own worst enemy. We tolerate stuff other groups, ethnicities wouldn't tolerate. Theo, what do you mean? Wakanda. If you got a podcast, you finna know what I'm talking about. If you got a YouTube channel, you finna know what I'm talking about. So, Wakanda. Let me frame it like this. When we think of Gotham City, who come to mind? Now, mind you, they did a show called Gotham. Do y'all know who the key character was? It was Commissioner Gordon. Do you know how much confidence they had in him being able to carry that show by himself? Gotham. The story was told through a young Jim Gordon's eyes. But do you know how much confidence DC had in him carrying that show by himself? They put young Bruce Wayne in it. And you watched it. Kevin Feige watched it. Nate Moore watched it. Ryan Coogler probably watched it. Yeah, they watched it. Know why? Because it's a comic book movie. It's a comic book TV show. They watched it. Smallville. We never really saw him in the costume until the last episode. But do you know who was in Smallville? Clark Kent. Kal-El. Yes, we did a whole lot of world building. That the writers for Smallville did a phenomenal job in world building Smallville. But you know who they built that world around? Clark Kent. We get the Jonathans, we get the Marthas, we get the Alfreds, we get the Selena Kyles, we get all of that. We get the Lucius Foxes and everything. We don't forget the side characters. The side characters actually play a prominent role when we talking about the city in and of itself. Because what's a city without the people? But you know who it revolves around? Right. Themyscira. Who come to mind? You gonna watch a show revolving around Themyscira and Diana Prince ain't in it? They give you a show with Diana Prince they give you a show talking about Themyscira. Yeah, Hippolyta gonna be in it. Yeah, Nubia gonna be in it. Yeah, Artemis is gonna be in it. Yeah, you probably gonna get some guest appearances from Donna Troy. Yeah, Ares probably gonna pop up. Hercules might show up too. You know who guaranteed to be a large part of that show, whose presence is going to cast a huge shadow over the show? Diana Prince. Sure is. You know that show, Krypton, that was on the Sci-Fi Network? We went back and we were actually talking about Clark's grandparents. Clark's grandparents, i.e., Kal-El's grandparents. They were spinning the show forward to eventually get to Kal-El, but that show was about Kal-El's lineage, i.e., Kal-El's still cast a huge shadow over the show, Krypton. Any Arrow fans here? I mean Arrow fans. I mean, when I say Arrow fans, I'm talking about comic book Arrow fans. I'm talking about Arrow fans who are like, what in the hell is Starling City? That's not the comic book. Yeah. Us. Because when the show dropped, and they're like, Starling City? You mean Star City? And they eventually changed it to Star City. Yeah. Who that show revolve around? As a matter of fact, let me help y'all out. Because see, Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler and Kevin Feige don't know this. Here we go. Well, they know it, but they just not seeing it for what it is. The Arrowverse. Y'all can say what y'all want to about Stephen Amell and how they basically made Green Arrow the Batman of the CW. But how's the Arrowverse doing without Stephen Amell's presence, without Oliver Queen's presence? How is that doing? There was supposed to be a spinoff series. You know, they thought about that and it's like, how we gonna do a show about Green Arrow and he ain't in it? Yeah, it was supposed to be Arrow and the Canaries. His daughter, his partners, they thought about it. It's like, how that's gonna go? Do you know that there is such a huge hole in the Arrowverse that they are actually, and when I say they, I mean writers, producers, and the actor good, because he got a show, bringing Oliver Queen back. Bringing Oliver Queen back. You know, I almost want to say when it comes to us, and I'm going back to when I say sometimes it's just us, we're complicit. We don't respect history. We don't respect our own history. And that's prevalent. Let me say this one more time, because I'm not speaking to any other ethnicity when I say this. I'm speaking specifically to us. We don't respect our history. We don't appreciate it. We quick to turn a blind eye to it, dismiss it, and even make fun of those who are older than us. Watch this one. Curtis Blow. Basketball is my favorite sport. They can have Milk is Chillin' on NBA 2K22. And I love that damn song. But why is Curtis Blow on not every damn NBA 2K game? We don't respect history. Why do we make fun, ridicule those who came before us? And when I say those who came before us, I mean black leaders who came before us. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers. We don't respect our own history. Young rappers today don't respect old rappers. Didn't we just hear the little boy, and I'm going to call him a little boy, go up to Keith Sweat, you know, the little boy who does remakes of everybody's song? Didn't he just come up and say he's the new king of R&B? We don't respect history. We don't respect our elders. We don't. Other ethnicities will protect theirs, covet theirs. And when I say other ethnicities, I'm talking to Europeans, because you're never going to be able to touch Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Diana Prince, like we allow T'Challa to be touched. And I say we allow T'Challa to be touched. Because what is Nate Moore? What is Ryan Coogler? Respect for history, respect for our elders. They hear people crying out, people screaming, people yelling from the top of their lungs. Don't even acknowledge you. That's a lack of respect. We don't respect our elders in the Black community. We don't. Young men in their 20s see men in their 60s as their equals and not their elders. We don't respect the lessons from the past. See, somebody that's older than Nate Moore should just be able to go to Nate Moore and say, don't do that. Much like my elders came to me and say, Gerald, you can't do that. Nate Moore, you can't do that. You can't really tell a story about Wakanda and not have T'Challa cast a huge shadow over it, whether you recast him or not. Here's what I see happening. I'm at the 11-minute and 44-second mark. I started to say something else, but you know what? No. I'm going to tell y'all what I've been telling y'all since day one. They will recast T'Challa. Black Panther 2 will not come out. It will not be released without T'Challa in it from beginning to end. I'm not saying nothing else. I'm not entertaining nothing else. And I am looking at my fellow brothers and sisters, and I'm pleading with you to adopt the same mentality. There is power in the word. Stop saying they not recasting him. Stop entertaining the idea of a variant. Put your collective foot down and say, no, we will not accept this. And I'm speaking to all of my brothers and sisters. Flesh tone be damned. Ethnicity be damned. Sexual preference be damned. I'm speaking to all my brothers and sisters. Political affiliation be damned. Religious preference be damned. I'm speaking to all my brothers and sisters. I'm saying collectively, no. Black Panther 2 will not come out without T'Challa in it from beginning to end. It is non-negotiable. It is time that we even stop entertaining it, because nobody else would, and we have a right to do the exact same thing. Damn the variant. Because see, I already know where that hole go. You want me to tell you? I can do a whole video dedicated to what the variant's going to look like should they come to Earth 616 and replace the original T'Challa. I can do a whole show dedicated to that one if you want me to. Nevertheless, no, you will recast T'Challa. And that's the only mindset we need to have. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.